Daniels Karsten, the founder of SacredLove.com, here to support you in having high quality, meaningful, empowered, and ecstatic love. Today we have a very special guest with us, someone who has been instrumental in informing my life and work, Mantak Chia. Mantak Chia is a Taoist alchemy master. He has been instrumental in introducing the Tao to the West through over 45 books over a 40-year period. That's remarkable. He has created a beautiful retreat center in Chiang Mai, Thailand called Tao Garden, and just this year has been named one of the most influential living spiritual teachers today. It is a pleasure to be interviewing you today.
Yes.
I met you, Master Chia, in 1989 in New York City when you were teaching there. And I have gained so much insight and wisdom from your exquisite, elegant system on Taoist sexuality, inner alchemy, and Tai Chi. I consider Mantak Chia my first teacher of ancient, intimate global practices, which led to me becoming an educator on the subject and starting Sacred Love. So can you tell us a little bit about what it was like studying the Tao as a young man?
The Tao practice actually is in the Chinese society. And we grew up with all the theory of Chinese yin-yang,
Yes.
balancing, and all kind of living, daily living knowledge. So it's in the culture. And there are so many novel books written about Tao Master, alchemy, and they do so many different kind of incredible things, you know.
Were these fictional books?
Yes.
Yes.
So when I studied in Hong Kong, and one day we're talking outside with a whole group of people, a man next table, they said, all of you talk about Qi and you don't believe that real Qi. If you want to feel Qi, I can take you to my master. I said, oh, okay. And I said, yes. So he took me to the master. The master looked at me. What the rest of the other people, they say they want to experience Qi. I said, I don't know. He said, you're the only guy, huh? So he said, yes, interesting. You want to feel Qi? So, okay, he put a finger on my navel and said, you focus on this place. If you feel anything, you come to see me. And that night, I sit and meditate for a while, and suddenly I feel some energy moving inside me.
In your dantian?
In my dantian. And it started to move. And when it started to move, and it moved in my body. So the next day, I go to see him. And he looked at me and said, oh my God, you seem like you're very gifted, or you're something you feel so quick. Mm-hmm. That is wonderful. Mm-hmm. So he said, okay, I will teach you something. And that's it, you know.
And he became your teacher.
Yeah.
So you had this calling that you wanted to teach this.
Yes. I learned it, I'm practicing it. And when I'm 24, 25, and I started to teach. I started to teach in Bangkok.
The late 1970s, you came to the U.S. Where did you go first?
My sister in New York.
That's
so
how
I landed
you got
in
to
Los
New York.
Angeles.
Oh, you landed in Los Angeles.
The first thing I go to Disneyland. That's my dream.
Love it, love it.
And after that, we flew to New York and then stayed there. Because my sister there, and we stayed with them. And later on, I come out and have my own house.
And that's where I ended up meeting you in the late 80s in New York.
I ran an office in Chinatown, New York. Actually, I taught Chinese people for nearly 5 years in New York City, Chinatown, because that's my commitment to my master.
So let me ask you, how did your first Western student get to you?
So from this, And I said, I'm going to write an English book. So I start write the first English book.
And what was your first English book?
Called The Awakening Healing Energy.
Awakening Healing Energy. I've read that book.
Yeah. So I go around in the bookstore and put it in the bookstore.
How many languages are your books in?
32 languages.
In the West, we're very familiar with these stories from European history about Merlin the magician and turning base materials into gold, something that's really valuable. But the Taoists have their own system of alchemy, and you have that complete system. Can you tell us what Taoist alchemy is?
The Taoism also they call turn the rock into gold. The first step, how to change the hate into love, and there is the alchemy.
How? No, say that again.
How to change the hatred into love.
That's what Taoist alchemists do. Change hatred into love.
Change the angry into kindness. Right. Change the fear into courage, into gentleness, into kindness. And that is an alchemy. It's the beginning of the first step alchemy.
Right.
The East, they already know all these things many thousand years, and they have a set of practice for that. So in the Tao said, when you fear, you just rub your hand warm, rub the kidney warm, and smile and looking left and right, delete the fear, and compose the fear, and recycling the fear, and suddenly you have no more fear.
I love this analogy that you compost the fear. You know, I have compost in my backyard. We send the negative energy, our trash,
yes,
our human trash, into the earth, and then we can grow the flowers, grow the fruits, grow the vegetables that will nourish us.
They look at all the stool, all the dead animal, all the leaf falling down on the ground, and they turn into compost and become fertilizer. They say, all my negative, all the dirty thing, the earth do it. And how about my negative, my emotional? If I let go to the earth, can they do it? And they try out, and it works. We done to the other people. We done to our family.
Right, we dump on other people to process our emotions.
Yes, so if you are very angry, you do business and you open a store and try to sell things and so angry and shouting at the customer, you know no
You're not going to get any gold.
No, any gold. So you smile, you're so good, you're radiant out good energy, and the customer come in and they don't know why it's so good. I want to come to buy this store because I came in and it feels so good.
Because they feel the love.
They feel the love. So they come, and so when you have more customers, you have a lot of gold.
This last weekend when I was sitting in on your workshop here in Los Angeles, you said something very poignant. You said, heaven, when we tune into heaven, heaven gives us blessings. It gives us blessings of love and joy and happiness. But the earth gives us wealth. And I was on the edge of my...
Healing and wealth.
Healing and wealth. And so I was on the edge of my seat. I said, what does that mean? So can you elaborate on what you were saying? What does that mean?
Actually, this is Chinese secret. But the people always want to connect into the heaven, but they don't connect into the earth. They don't get it.
They forget the earth.
They forget the earth. You don't have the positive and negative light wiring. You don't get the electricity. So the negative, positive have to come at the same time.
Together,
right,
to create
creating something.
The gold and
yes,
manifestation.
Right.
So, as you know, I was drawn to the sexual spiritual practices of the Tao and how they can transform the way we experience sex. Can you talk about the essence of this sexual spiritual practice? What's the basis?
The whole thing the Tao talking about sexual energy. We're talking about original spirit, and now we're talking about the original force. Part of this original force split out to the sexual organ and become the sexual energy. And part of this come to store in the kidney, become the sexual jing, the jing qi that store in the kidney. So this sexual energy is part of our original force. That means we're going to run our life. Every breath we do need this. So in the Tao discover that energy or chi is the link between the physical and the soul. Okay.
The chi.
Chi or energy is the link between the physical and the soul, because the physical and soul they are two different species. If no chi, they don't link.
And the sexual energy gives you more chi.
The sexual energy is the only extra energy we can transform.
Sexual healing is a big component of Taoist sexology.
Yes.
And in the Chinese medicinal canons, they had prescriptions of a certain lovemaking position that would heal a certain ailment.
So the DNA renewal need orgasm and love. Woman on the top is very important. It's one of the important part of it. And now, if the woman want healing, men have to be active. If men want healing, whoever want the healing have to be in the active part. Because woman can rock, can spiral, can do many things.
Yes.
And when they train the vagina, they can start to learn how to massage the penis, not the gland penis. Because the gland penis for men is very sensitive, and it's very quick, the man can be just ejaculation. And the different position will stimulate different part of the sexual organ.